Learning to listen to that voice in your head. A Bond girl knows that she knows that she knows that she knows that she knows. Back to the Grammys. When I arrived at my assigned table, sure enough, the man sitting next to me had 2 reserved tickets hanging around his neck. My daughter and Peter were upstairs while I was downstairs having dinner with Billy Joel and 1,000 of his closest friends. No, I'm kidding. Because he looked a little disgusted, so I asked him what was wrong. No sooner had the introductions been made than he started launching into a litany of complaints, how he had paid for 2 tickets, how he hated wasting his money, but neither his wife nor his daughter could attend at the last minute. I told him Peter's plight, my friend who wanted to be there, but I didn't have an extra ticket. And he handed me his cell phone and said, "Call him. I want your daughter and Peter to come down and use these tickets." He convinced me to use his tickets for free. May I say that Peter was hysterical with glee. He has always had a giggly laughter that went into full force. He practically ran down the stairs instead of taking the elevator in his tux. I never saw him move that fast. I met at the escalator to take him through security since I'm a member of the Recording Academy, which is amazing to me. Things like that were on my list, and, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on my list. And now, golly gee, I forgot about those determinations years ago. Okay, once he was at the dinner, Peter got to hear his idol, Tony Bennett, who performed a duet of New York State of Mind with Billy Joel. During the cocktail party and auction, I had bid on the sheet music along with the original scribbling of Sweet Dreams by Annie Lennox and the Eurythmics. I also bid on a number of guitars, hoping to give one to my daughter, like Sheryl Crow's, Toby Keith's, and Alanis Morissette's. Why not? When I was walking around the auction, admiring a Joni Mitchell self-portrait, wondering whether or not I should have a bid on it, I ran into Dr. Ruth. Dr. Ruth used to have my sister-in-law's brother, Lottie Angelo, on her show as her sidekick. She told me to have Larry call her to do lunch. She took my cheeks, and she said, slapped my cheeks and went, oh, I love Larry. Tell him we'll do lunch. It was so much fun to see her and have her chatting with me in a familiar way. But after all, I'm a Bond girl, so it was right to be there. Oh, so right, and oh, so much fun, because Bond girls just want to have fun. I told my daughter, who was writing a paper, that I was sure that Garth Brooks would be there at the dinner along with Trisha Yearwood, her favorites, because he loves Billy Joel. Garth has covered a whole bunch of Billy Joel songs. Shameless, You May Be Right, I May Be Crazy, and Saigon. So I was confident that he would show up and perhaps even sing on the show if we got lucky. Well, not only were he and Trisha there at the dinner, as I suspected they might be, but he brought the house down with "We Will All Join Hands Together" by leaning into the microphone like Steven Tyler doing a Kenny Rogers echo. It was the most awesome performance, but only one of the truly great entertainers honoring Billy Joel that evening. What a treat it was for me to experience this. But along with that, to be accompanied by a lifelong friend and my daughter just amplified the fun. Stevie Wonder played the sax part of "I Love You Just the Way You Are," which actually was my sister-in-law and my brother's wedding song. Well, Natalie Cole sang "Leave a Tender Moment Alone," and she asked him if he minded if she did it kind of a jazzy rendition. Well, it was out of this world. When Natalie completed her jazzy rendition of the song, she got a standing ovation. Billy Joel himself gulped and guessed and exclaimed, "I wrote that? Damn, I'm good." No, no, I am not starstruck, bleh, or a name dropper. I was more thrilled to have had the guts to go out and count myself extremely lucky to have had these high points in my life. I just admire to pieces the accomplishments of other people who stick to their guns, their vision, and go through with their determination. I appreciate the hard work and effort that goes into getting to this point in their careers. And my gosh. Their victory lights a beacon of hope to those who use it as a lighthouse. That never give up determination is an attitude that is the mindset of winners. And it is the motto of a Bond girl. Bond men, too, in any field of endeavor. This attitude has continuously repeated itself throughout my life and has gotten me many, many things that I wanted to achieve way beyond my wildest dreams and imagination. I often see people who question my enthusiasm, my high goal motives, my belief that we can achieve our dreams if we stick to things we love. I try to block negativity because if I just don't want to listen to that kind of useless chatter. That will just discourage me and slow me down from success. Bond girls know how to block negativity and just keep plowing forward. What purpose does it serve for you to allow people with lower-minded intentions or lackluster, half-hearted attitudes, unrequited dreams, unreached goals, or manipulative, insidious ways to undermine you with the pretense of trying to help you? They act like it's for your own good that they are telling you to calm down and tune into their reality. By guiding you in a bad, failing direction so that they won't have to feel that your winning is a threat to them. This way, they can continue to underachieve and live at half measures without you outshining them. That means they have to move forward. Oh my goodness. If there really is something to this believing is half of achieving, then they will just have to discipline their minds like I have to discipline mine constantly. It's a constant, no negative thought, keep moving. Discipline our minds to catch up in the race of life. If we don't allow any distractions, so we won't miss the race.